Hello everyone, welcome back to another daily diary. Got my helmet because I've just Boris biked all the way home from Stratford and it took me about 35-40 minutes, so you know, feeling it a little bit. But anyway, finished the first day of the week of training. It's going pretty well so far. We started off with a bit of gyro and then went into the pool. Had a little bit of break, sat and had some lunch, did a bit of knitting, then I came back to the pool where I did a rowing cardio, then some somersaults, then got in the pool. Now I'm walking home. I mean, a pretty standard Monday to be honest, but survived another Monday. You know, Monday's always the hardest day of the week, but you know, you gotta start as you mean to go on. Right, I'm gonna show you my crochet update in a little bit about how my crochet jumper is coming along and also how my knit jumper and also my little plants are doing, because I know you've all been wanting to see my plants. Actually no, I know that's not exactly true. Also, something got delivered today which I need to show you. I've been so excited for this to arrive because I'm waiting for it to arrive for weeks now, so I'm going to show you now. I'm going to need to show you a bit better in a minute, but it's this cargo bike in the corner. I'm so excited. Anyway, hopefully we'll get it up and running and set up soon and we'll be able to take it into, like, I don't know, we can take Robbie around in parks now, Lance and Robbie can sit in the front, so I'm buzzing. I cannot wait to go around in parks and all that kind of stuff. Finally home. Just on the way home from another hard day. Isn't that right, Mr. Black?
Another difficult day.
Another difficult day. But you know, there's no day that, oh, and Robbie's honking his horn. Honk honk! Whoa, that's ding ding. Can you do honk honk? With a black one? Yeah! Woo! So when someone says they've got all the bells and whistles, that's Robbie on his little bike.
Right, because there's a little competitive nature here. So as soon as Robbie said, oh, I want a new horn or a new bell, Tom and I both just ordered every single thing we could find.
Oh no, we
every
went,
single one.
I was like, oh, I ordered one. I ordered that red like clown horn, and Lance turned out to order like two red ones. But anyway, so he's got 4 bells on his bike, which he absolutely loves. So yeah, but I mean, it's a hard day, but when you come home to a little family, it's lovely.
Do you remember when we said at the very, very beginning that we were going to try really hard not to spoil him?
Yeah. Also, talking of being spoiled, Lance is going to be cooking dinner tonight for us. What's on the menu?
Me, baby. We're going to turn that hard day into a very hard night.
Oh my god, okay. Well, we'll find out when we get home. Ooh, boom, 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 boom.
You have to at least let me fix my. No, this is not going in the video.
Boom, 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 boom,
done with this.
boom, 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 boom. Robbie's looking at you like, what on earth is going on? Robbie loves the fact that I ride bikes. Yeah? Nana's car? Oh, it's moved, hasn't it? There was a car parked on the road that was the same as my mum's car today.
Oh,
just walked into a pole. My helmet hit a pole. I didn't walk into a pole, my helmet whacked a pole. Yes? Yes, Robbie? Nana's car's in Plymouth with Nana.
Tom?
Yes?
Papa, I mean, what would you say to our son if he was walking around on a busy road, crossing intersections, while talking to himself in the camera? Wouldn't you say, I don't think that's a good idea? You'd lecture him, you'd get a little lecture, you'd get scolded. And look what you just did, you just walked into a frickin' hole.
Well, that's not going in the video because I have final edit, so...
I don't care, I'm gonna tweet about it.
You tweet about it wherever you like to your 2 followers.
There's 3 or 4.
I didn't actually get a video or photo of the food that Lance made, but he made like a seared tuna steak with this like sweet soy sauce and then wasabi mash and some like edamame beans, and it was delicious. So well done, Lance. Just on my way to training now with a nice little view on my way. So another day of training. Pretty intense at the minute, to be honest. Not feeling as sore as I did last week, but definitely feeling a little bit exhausted. Robbie had a bit of a, I mean, we're potty training Robbie at the moment, so in the middle of the night there was a a few times where he was like, Papa, wee wee, Papa, wee wee. So we got up and had wee wees in the night, but you know, no wet bed, so that's a positive. But anyway, off to training. Let's do it. Wednesday, here we come. Well, it's now like starting to get dark when you get outside. Feeling, you know, end of the week vibes, you know what I'm feeling? But like, it's so dark outside now, so that when we wake up, normally it's like, oh, it's a little bit of sun in the summer, and you're looking forward to get outside because it's nice and fresh. Winter is coming. This weekend I have off actually, so Lance and I are going to do a couple of fun things because my mum's come up. It's going to be the first time in like, well, months that we've done something together outside of the house. So looking forward to that. But you know, just one more day of training ahead, and then the fun will begin. I'm also going to show you what I have for breakfast. Well, for today anyway. Exciting times. The coffee's on. We've got 1/3 of a cup of oats, and then you put like double that amount of milk. I then have 4 eggs. Ooh, scrambled. I put lots of different things in my porridge. Sometimes banana, sometimes peanut butter, sometimes I treat you with Nutella. But today, I'm going for a little bit of maple syrup, but like the golden syrup maple syrup kind. I mean, it is like maple syrup, but it's like the... Anyway, I'm feeling that today. Feeling like it's gonna be a hard day. Need something that's gonna kick me into gear. We're doing good. Right, okay, now it's time to cook these lovely little eggs. One thing that definitely makes mornings easier is this lovely tap here. Hold on. This is a zip tap, so it does cold, sparkling, and instant boiling. So when I'm topping up my coffee with water for my Americano, instant boiling water, you can't beat that. I mean, if you like coffee, or if you like coffee, you drink tea, whatever, it does make a massive difference to how quickly you can get that cup of tea in the morning or that cup of coffee in the morning, I'm telling you. Just so I was finishing my breakfast, well, finished making my breakfast, Robbie woke up, so cold porridge and eggs for me, which is delicious. But I thought I'd give you a little update on my crochet jumper. I'm halfway done with the sleeves. I mean, it's quite loud, okay, so don't judge, but I'm quite proud of this as my first crochet project. Are we ready? Dun dun dun. So it's like quite, you know, hippie right now, but I'm kind of digging the colours, because why not? I mean, it's not quite, you know, low key, but I'm liking it. It's a granny square jumper, so like these are all like little granny squares all joined together, and then it just continued on throughout the whole sleeve. I haven't weaved in my ends yet. All of you crafters out there will know that weaving in ends is a thing. I was good about it at the beginning, but then on the sleeve I was like changing colours so much that I was like, I will weave in the ends a little bit later. But anyway, that's a little update on my little crochet jumper. Yay! Another week. Look at that. Done with. It's now Friday. Over and done with. I have the weekend off, which is so nice and exciting. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. My mum's up for this weekend, and Lance and I are going to actually have a weekend where we go and do stuff, just us two, which I'm super excited about. I mean, not that we're doing much. We're actually going to go and play paddleball, which is quite exciting. I don't know, I've not played it before. There's something outside where we're not with other people. We just want to do something just us two, so super excited about that. Also going to test out my new bike, and Lance is going to sit in the front, which I'm buzzing about as well, because that'll be funny. And yeah, now I can talk about the stuff that I was talking about last week, and if you've seen my videos previously, there was like a Percy pig in the background. I kind of had it sneaking in there. But I don't know if you saw this video on my Instagram. Introducing my new synchro partner, Percy. Nailed it. So yeah, Percy Pig is my new synchro partner, and you know, M&S to support me on my journey to Tokyo, which I'm super excited about. Yeah, now I'm gonna go and answer some of the questions that you've been asking me. So I'm gonna start with the question from Gillian Walker, who says, at training camps, do you get to train with any Paralympians? It really does depend what training camp we're on. If it's like an Olympic training camp, we might cross paths with some Paralympians if they're there training a little earlier, like they've travelled out earlier. But day to day at the London Aquatic Centre, and Ellie Simmons trains with us. She's an incredible athlete. So many Paralympic gold medals, world records, you name it. She's incredible. I mean, she's always finished training as we're going in because she trains super early. But it's always nice to see loads of people from different sports. It's just nice to be able to have that contact, you know? Or no contact right now, but you know what I mean. Next one is from Jim Grant, who says, you may have done this in the past, but I'd be interested in learning how your dives are scored, how many elements, how is the final score calculated, wishing you continued successful training. Well, thank you very much, first of all, Jim. So, diving scoring. This is not that complicated, but it might seem complicated when I splurge it out to you. But basically, judged on the approach, the takeoff, the flight, and the entry. Those are kind of the main elements that we go through to get a final score. So there's 7 judges that will look at the dive, and they will take all of those things into consideration and give it a score between 0, which is failed, and 10, which isn't perfect actually, it's excellent. So if you get a 10, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a perfect dive. The top 2 and the bottom 2 scores, so the highest 2 and the lowest 2 scores get discounted. So then you're left with 3 scores. Those 3 scores are added together and times by the degree of difficulty, and that'll give you your end score. I know that sounds really difficult, but basically think about it as mark the dive out of 10, there's 7 judges, the 2 highest and the 2 lowest get taken off, you're left with 3 scores. Those 3 scores times by the degree of difficulty gives you your score. Next one is from Matilda Lynn, who says, when you plan menus, are the meals the same for all 3 of you? Does Lance eat the same as you when you're in training? Who typically does the cooking when you're in full-time training? Love these glimpses into your life. Robbie just wants his Nutella like his papa. He does. That is very true. Okay, so starting from the top. Are the meals the same for you, all 3? Yes. I cook in the evenings. Lance cooks on the weekends sometimes, but I cook during the week, and Lance and Robbie eat what I eat. So it's pretty healthy food. I obviously have the biggest portion. Lance has like a portion that's slightly smaller than mine, and then Robbie has like a kid's portion. So Robbie's great with food. He eats all kinds of different things, and he'll eat whatever we put in front of him, which is really nice because I know it can be a struggle sometimes to get kids to eat food. So he also helps me cook. So he also like when I'm cooking and prepping things, he like eats the raw vegetables, he eats like the peppers and the carrots, and he tries it, so he understands what he's eating, which I think is really useful as well. So I guess that kind of answered all of them in a bit of one, maybe. Okay, and coming on to the most liked comment, or like the top comment when I put it in, says, please someone get him crochet pattern for Speedos. By the way, they're not Speedos, they're swim trunks. You know, you can get all, there's not just one brand, it's Adidas. I will always wear Adidas trunks. They're the best fit, and they're the best, the most comfortable, and I think that they also look the best, in my opinion. But so yeah, I mean, I still don't have the crochet or a knit pattern for trunks yet, so if anybody wants to spam me with that, be my guest. Be my guest. And I will try and knit something up while I'm in Turkey for a training camp that we've got coming up in a couple of weeks. So there we have it. That was week 4 of Daily Diary. I hope you enjoyed it. And now I cannot even tell you how excited I am for a weekend off. Just to like sit back, relax, and enjoy the weekend. I mean, I'm not going to get the chance to do that very often. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again next week if you're there, okay? So peace out.